Hi, in today's video I wanted to do sort of an accessory to some of our popular apps, which is QVR Pro and QVR Elite. So we have a free app that's available in both the Android Play Store, Google Play Store, as well as on iOS devices in the App Store there as well. It's completely free and it allows you to turn your mobile device, maybe you've got an old iPad or iPhone, something like that, an old Android phone, that you'd like to turn into a security camera if you can. And they, obviously with the battery and the Wi-Fi that they have, or even the cellular usage that they have, you're able to put them anywhere that you like that's convenient for you to be able to monitor an area. So just for giggles today, I've configured one of my old iPhones and I've put it in my car, so we'll go check that out later. If we come into QVR Elite here, all I've done so far is created a recording storage, just 500 gigs of capacity. And then what I've also done is gone into camera settings and added in a camera. So here we can see I've got a camera here added that's called Car. And what I'll do now is I'll switch it over to my mobile phone, where on my phone I'm going to have it set to show a different perspective of setting up the app. So all I've done here is gone to the App Center on my iPhone, Google for VCAM, search for VCAM, and downloaded that app. So once we switch over here, what I'm going to do is just go through the different app. Okay, so here you can see, and by default the setup wizard has come up and it's showing steps 1 of 2. So the port number has defaulted to 8080. I'm not going to change that, but just remember what that is. Username, I'm just going to type in here admin, and the password I'll put QNAP and QNAP. I'm just going to put the tick. So now it's just jumped straight into a view out of the camera, so you can see sort of my desk setup here with all the different monitors. There's my real cameras with my real setup. So here in this view, what I'm going to do is go to the setting here, which will pop out, and it's going to allow me to change the resolution. So by default it was 640 by 480, and I'm going to change that to 1280 by 720. And then once I'm happy with how everything's set here, I'm just going to push the blue button. The blue button is going to effectively allow the camera to be recorded from this phone. Now, important information you need is at the top right. So it's telling you the IP address. So that's the LAN IP address of this phone. So I'm going to hit the red button, confirm that local devices are able to connect in. So now what we're going to do is we'll just cut away from VCAM for a moment so that we can go back to the desktop setup. So we're going to add this one in. So we'll remember that the IP address here is 10.10.0.108. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go add a camera. So I'm going to skip this step and just immediately click next. I'm going to add the camera manually, and I'm going to input the camera name. So here I'll just put iPhone, let's say, because it's my iPhone. The brand section, you go down and you'll search for QNAP. I just type the word QNAP, select the option that comes up, and in the drop down you'll see QNAP VCAM. The name matches the app. The IP address here is what the IP address said at the top of the VCAM application. So in my case it was 10.10.0.108. The port number has defaulted to 80, but if we remember when we set it up, the port was 8080, so I'm going to add another 80 on the end of that. The account is the admin account I created, and the password is just the QNAP that I typed on the device itself. So now we're going to hit test, and we should get a green tick at both locations, both on the preview pane as well as over here. Now once we're happy with that, we can click next. Ask you if you want to change the camera settings. You can edit them now if you want. Basically, do you want audio recording and things like that enabled? You've got different things for stream settings, maybe motion JPEG or H.264. I'm just going to leave it as default for this setup. Click next and click finish. Not going to save the password. So we can see it's come in as idle. It says recording stopped. But if we were to switch back to the camera now, the camera is now able to show the view that's happening directly on the screen. So this is showing at the top left corner now a red IP address that's appeared, which is 10.10.0.129, which is telling me that the server that's recording from it has that IP address. So that's now recording here, so I can turn the camera around. So everything that's happening is happening on this camera here. So what I can also do here is if I just cut away from the phone for a second, if I open up the QVR Pro client on the main machine, So I'm going to log into my environment here. If I drag that in, I've got the two options here. So number one is the car. So there's the one I've got mounted in the car. I just sandwiched it between the driver's seat and the headrest. And I've also got an iPhone view here, so I can drag that in as well. So we can see that we've got the two views that are on this. So obviously I'm holding it, so it's not ideal. But as I move the phone around, you can see it in the main view on the screen. So it's very easy for you to sort of use and add a camera anywhere that you want. You're of course only limited by the amount of battery life that's available on the phone device as you're trying to do this. So it's very good to be able to really put a camera absolutely anywhere you want, and it just lets you use the hardware of the phone or the camera that you already have. It just lets you use it in a different way. So hopefully you found that useful. Just a quick example of one of the free apps that we've got that lets you augment your QVR setup. And again, at any point you can go back in time and look at the different footage here. So if I zoom into the timeline, go back a couple of minutes here, we can see that the different options, you can go back in time. It's recording everything, so long as your phone's connected to the Wi-Fi and connected to the NAS, the QVR Pro or the QVR Elite. It's going to be able to record the footage directly from it. Okay, if anybody has any questions, do let me know in the comment section down below, and we'll get back to you as soon as possible. Thanks a lot.